What's up, y'all? My name is Desert Bloom Sims or Elias, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, please consider showing some support to the channel. You can leave a like, you could comment, or you can even subscribe if you like the video. Any support is much appreciated. So today I'm doing something a little bit different from what I usually do with my content. Today I'm actually doing a challenge, and I believe that this challenge originated on TikTok. Basically, you make a base sim and then you make several different sims from that one base sim. So, I mean, yeah, basically it's self-explanatory. I was going to try and make an example out of it, but honestly, it's pretty self-explanatory. But yes, I am doing the one base 2 sim challenge. Now with this challenge you can do 3, 4, 5, even up to 8 sims from what I know, but I decided to just do 2 sims because that's what I'm most familiar with, and that's also just what I wanted to do. So this first sim that we're doing, he is on the alt scene. I don't know if he's goth or punk, something in between, but I absolutely love what I did with his whole entire, I guess, vibe. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did struggle a little bit with this Sims outfit because I don't really have a lot of alternative clothing for my Sims, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Now, something that I'm not lacking in when it comes to alternative styling is probably hair. I have a lot of different alternative hairstyles that I haven't even used before, to be honest. They're just sitting there collecting dust, and honestly, as they should. When I used to play Sims before I started my YouTube channel, I was playing from my laptop that I've had for a whole bunch of years, I think since 2021. And with that laptop, there was like barely any storage on there and the specs were just terrible. But to get to the point, on that laptop, I did not have enough storage to have the CC that I wanted. I always had to go in and take out some CC that I didn't use and replace it with the new CC that I wanted. And it was just a whole entire fiasco on its own. So now that I have a laptop with like, I think 512 gigabytes, I'm downloading a ton of CC, and I don't even care if I don't even use it. Because, I mean, if I have that luxury, then why not enjoy it? But back to this sim, I honestly want to make him like a sim that's going to be in my save file that I'm working on as of now. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it in, I think, either the last video or the video before, but this save file that I'm working on is like going to be a personal save file. It's not going to be something that I'm going to put out for you guys if you guys are interested in that.
Okay.
But yes, I do want to add him to that save file as maybe like a love interest for one of my townies that I already have set in place. He's very cute. I absolutely love what I did with him. I love his little hairstyle that I decided to go for. I love his clothes. I want to give him tattoos and, you know, put a few extra, you know, details to him because I'm not going to lie, I sort of kind of rushed making these sims, but like not really. I took my time on the first sim, but on the second sim, I honestly lost patience because I couldn't really find anything that worked for the outfit that I was trying to go for with his, I guess, style or whatever. Now for the second sim, I was going for like a 90s vibe, and I honestly somewhat got there, but at the same time I felt like I lost the plot. Like it wasn't really giving me what I needed to be given, if that makes sense. But back on topic to this first sim, because I feel like I'm getting way ahead of myself right now. Like I said, I want to add him as a townie in my personal save file, and I'll definitely add a few more details to him. I'll get some cutesy screenshots of him and maybe post him up on my Pinterest and Tumblr, but God knows that probably won't get any traction. I mean, let's be honest here. I have been trying to post on Tumblr and Pinterest lately. Pinterest is a new endeavor that I like literally just recently started in the past 2 or 3 days as I'm recording this right now on, let me check, the 13th, Friday the 13th. I'm recording these, not vocal takes, but I'm recording this commentary at like 1 o'clock at night right now in my closet, and I'm honestly like really sleepy right now. I'm not gonna lie, like I could just get in my bed right now and lay down, to be honest. But here we are. I said f it, YOLO, and yeah, here we are. If some of y'all are returning viewers, then y'all would know that my voice isn't usually this raspy, and it's raspy now because I'm tired. So basically, yeah, if y'all have been wondering about that, then that's what's going on. I honestly feel like that one video of Miley Cyrus where she's like, the journey is usually the part that you remember anyway. Like, that's literally how my voice sounds right now. I honestly don't know how I got on the topic of my voice, but moving on. So anyways, let's talk about the next sim that I made. So as you guys can see, he's a little bit more lackluster compared to the previous sim that I just made in the video. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I was making him, I was like, I don't know what to do, because how can you make something as what I made before? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you cannot tell me when I make an alt sim that I can make anything better than that alt sim, because there's just something about alt aesthetics that just speaks to me spiritually, physically, metaphorically, metaphysically, etc. Like, there's a concept to this. There's a concept. But yes, with the second sim, I was sort of kind of going for like a polar opposite type of thing, but at the same time I feel like I also sort of kind of touched bases on the style of the sim before. I feel like the alt sim that I made in this video sort of kind of falls under grunge, and so with this second sim that I made, I feel like he's sort of kind of grunge as well, but not really. Like, I feel like the shirt and the pants are giving me a little bit grunge vibes, but this man is wearing a brand new spanking pair of New Balance, so grunge is off the table with this guy, not gonna lie. But there is a little bit of grunge influence, you know, here and there. I used to be on the grunge scene, sort of kind of not really, when I was like 15, 16. I had a lot of different phases when I was coming up, but that's besides the point. I guess what I'm trying to say, and hopefully I didn't already say this, I feel like this sim is a little bit more lackluster than I would have liked him to have been, to be honest. And I honestly felt like I couldn't just, you know, compete with the sim that I had made before him. So he ended up being a little bit basic, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was struggling with the hair, I was struggling with the outfit too, like I was struggling with the sim before. And it was honestly just like a lot. And I also did the second sim right after I did the first sim. Well, not right after, but like I did it in sort of kind of the same-ish hour. So yeah, basically I put too much, I guess, stress on myself for the second sim, so he turned out looking a little bit of a hot mess. But you know, that's besides the point, okay? I mean, at least I can say that he's sort of kind of cute. Like, one thing about me, I'm always gonna make a cute sim, even if they look a little bit odd. You know, there's still a little bit of a charm to them, if you will. Got it! Like, with this sim, I honestly feel like he's not as, you know, I mean, this is honestly so stupid. Like, I think the first sim looks a lot better than the second sim when they literally have the same exact base. Like, that's the whole entire point of this challenge. Well, yes. They look the same, but not really. It also, you know, depends on the skin details and, you know, stuff like that on how a sim comes out. And obviously I use different skin details with these sims, so yes, they do look fundamentally different, but also I guess biologically they don't. I don't know, that kind of got weird. Well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, y'all. I'm honestly so out of it right now. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. I just know when I edit this video, I'm going to be making fun of myself so bad with a bunch of different memes on the corner of the video or something like that, because, I mean, to be honest, I'm just rambling on and hoping that something sticks. But that's pretty much what I do with every video, so I don't know what the gag is here. I don't know what the gag is. So moving on. In total, I guess that I would say that I really enjoyed doing this challenge. I thought it was a really fun thing to do. But personally, I like the first sim more than the second sim, but I guess that's to be expected because I sort of kind of didn't pace myself correctly when making these sims. So like the second one ended up a little bit more lackluster, as I said before, than the first one. But that's okay, you know, next time I do this challenge, it's gonna be a little bit more gaggy, you know, I'll get things done. And you know, maybe for the second time that I do this, I'll do like female sims instead, because I honestly have a lot more fun doing female sims than male sims, but I think that's a pretty much universal experience for simmers, let's be honest here. But anyways, the video has come to an end, so I just want to thank those of you who have watched the video until this very moment. I really appreciate your support, and if you haven't already, please consider showing some support to the channel by leaving a like or commenting, and you can even subscribe if you liked this video. But let's be honest here, I have the most off-putting vibes, so you're probably just like, man, what the hell did I just sit through? But you know, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Give me a beat. T.